Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I just read Hereticus by Dan Abnett, and holy moly, does this trilogy go out with a banger. Trilogies normally have a tendency to slowly decline in quality, but this series turns it on its head and instead finishes with the strongest entry in the series. So the premise is as follows. Naturally, we are still following Inquisitor Gregor Eisenhorn and his expansive retinue that has been built up during the previous two novels. Things are looking bleak for our favorite witch hunter, however, as his past starts to catch up with him. See, during the last two novels, Eisenhorn has slowly but surely become less and less of a Puritan. In many dire scenarios, he has been forced down alleyways he very much would have preferred to stay clear of. Be that as it may, even though he acted in good conscience, one can't keep toying with chaos for too long before shit hits the fan. And by the Omnissiah's grace does shit hit the fan in this novel, so will Eisenhorn be able to survive his own trilogy and stop the bad guys? And after it all, will he still be able to look himself in the mirror? Well, if you want to know that, then you'll have to give this trilogy a read. The main reason why this novel shines brighter than the rest is that Gregor has gone through quite a transformation when compared to the start of the journey. In Xenos, and to an extent also in Malleus, Gregor was very much a Puritan goody two-shoes, and as a result of which he felt very much like a boring cliché. In Hereticus, however, the abyss has certainly stared back, and Gregor has become a lot less pure because of it. The internal struggles Gregor faces in this book make him into a very interesting character, even more so because we know the man he used to be. On top of this, we also see how the side characters react and engage with this new version of Eisenhorn. They have a wide variety of opinions in regards to his actions, which makes for quite a lot of interesting character dynamics. Basically, this book is all about the question of which means can be justified to reach a goal. At which point do you stop being a hero and do you become the villain? Or is there even such a thing? A very intriguing question which leads to a very engaging novel. Furthermore, the plot is also a lot wilder when compared to the previous novels. Especially in Xenos, the story was quite straightforward. But in Hereticus, there's a lot of twists and turns that make sure to always keep you on the edge of your seat. But on top of that, there's also a lot less plot armor in this one. Characters you might have believed invincible will die, and Abnett does a good job at toying with your heartstrings. That being said, I wasn't a huge fan of the ending. It's not necessarily bad, but it's rather anticlimactic, and with how much build-up there has been to it, I felt a little bit disappointed. On the other hand, however, I do respect it, as it's in a way a lot more realistic than those big flashy movie endings, where everyone starts monologuing and stuff. The thing that bothered me most though, was that there were quite some inconsistencies when compared to the other novels. Beckon, for an example, is a blank, and in other novels, people found her insufferable to be around. Yet now all of a sudden, everyone seems to be attracted to her. Similarly, Eisenhorn can no longer smile after his face got paralyzed, yet in this novel, this problem all of a sudden seems to be solved? Anyways, the darker, more mature and emotional tone of the novel more than make up for these errors though. Eisenhorn faces tough times in this book, and Abnett does a great job at conveying the bleakness and pain of the main character to the reader. Don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of fun and cool action in this book, but the sense of hopelessness and anger that Eisenhorn faces is very much palpable during the story. Then finally, I can't end the review with once more pointing out the excellent immersive world building Abnett has done for these novels. Hereticus is no exception and contains plenty of beautiful landscapes, fantastical cityscapes, and mysterious creatures. Once more, there are also some cool tabletop factions that make an appearance, but I can't say which ones without spoilers, so you'll have to read for yourself. Altogether, this one gets a very solid 5 out of 5 magical tomes. Hereticus is an excellent capstone to a very solid trilogy. The more radical version of Eisenhorn makes for a very intriguing character, and his arc more than justifies the cliché good guy we saw in Xenos. The plot and the theme are great, world building once more excellent, and emotions rise high in this one. Then finally, this trilogy has often been recommended to people as a good entry into 40k, and well, I can't do anything else but just agree with this notion. The Eisenhorn trilogy is solid throughout and has a bit of everything for everyone, both in terms of lore as well as in terms of story. Adventure, mystery, tragedy, romance, humor, it's all there. So if you're looking to start reading Black Library, then yes, this is a superb choice to start off with. Anyways, that's all I got for you today. Have a nice evening, the book's linked down below, and don't forget your nightly prayers to Nagash.